All right, welcome to a Tuesday night stream. Definitely not our normal streaming time, but we thought we'd try something a little bit new here. We're going to play a little bit of 2 Point Hospital. We've got 2 Point Campus coming out in a couple weeks, so I thought we'd dust off 2 Point Hospital, get used to playing this style of game again. It has been a while. So we're just going to start a brand new hospital here and see how things go. So let's go ahead and open this up. Been messing around with it a little bit, but you can see it's been a while. Actually, I loaded this today. It said 2019 was the last time I played this regularly, so it has definitely been a while, but this is an old favorite. So we're going to go ahead and start a brand new hospital and try to get through the, I think it's Hog something or other is the first hospital. We'll try to get through that and see how things go. If you have any questions about anything, just feel free to drop it in the chat. Happy to talk about this game or just gaming in general. If you watch my other stream on Saturdays, I play a lot of Star Wars The Old Republic for a charity. This one's just going to be to hang out, relax, have some fun. So let's go ahead and get this going. And I think there's an intro cut screen. We'll watch that. And then we'll get into the mechanics and how this game works.
At 2 Point Hospital, over 52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived. Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school or watched ER. If you suffer from turtle head, let us ease your worries and noggin gently out of your body. Chest infection is no laughing matter. Put your trust and oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way. You deserve the best. So join us at 2 Point Hospital. We're open for new staff, new patients, and a new you. Can I go play golf yet? I'm teeing off at 3.
All right, so if you've never seen 2 Point Hospital, hopefully you're picking up on the comedy side of things. Welcome to 2 Point County. I'm Albert Crank. I'll be your trusty advisor on this journey. This is Hog Sport, and here's your first hospital. Click on it to get started. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this first hospital. But again, this is kind of a comedy-driven game, so keep that in mind. I don't think it's anything we're going to mess around with. I think that's this group project-y thing that you can work on. We're going to skip that. Okay, so this is all kind of the default, start of the game. This is our first hospital. You can unlock more hospitals. There's a lot of expansions. I think I have a couple of them, but not a ton of them. But we're going to go ahead and try tonight to get through this first hospital. We're also going to try to push it all the way to 3 gold stars. So you get gold star rankings as you go up. Okay, let's see what this one has to do for us here. Oh, I gotta click on start. There we go. Now there is music in the background. I went ahead and lowered that and turned it off because I'm not 100% sure what the copyright stuff on YouTube would be. So I'll check that out later. All right, welcome to 2 Point County. Are you ready to start building your first hospital and curing some patients? So this is a bit of a tutorial level. Kind of walks you through some of the first things. So it is also limited on the rooms that you can apply. And we'll take a look at that here in a second. Okay, so it's going to run you through some of the controls. First things first, you probably want to have a look around. Move around the hospital, hold the right mouse button and drag. Move the cursor to the edges of the screen. Use the WASD keys. You can also zoom with the mouse wheel and rotate pitch with the middle mouse button. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to pause that because our timer, I don't know if it runs during this, but we don't want it to run. I kind of like this system. As you do different actions, it tells you that you are making progress. So all your objectives show up here in the upper left-hand corner or right-hand corner if you haven't played before. I may have to start it back up, though. It might not allow me to continue. All right, we'll put it on slow mode. That way we don't burn too many days in the tutorial section. There we go. The first thing the hospital will need is reception. Patients will head there when they arrive at the hospital. Let's build a reception desk near the entrance. So our entrance is down here. We've got items and stuff down here. It's going to walk us through this pretty close. We're going to try to keep our reception here. We're probably going to block out this section of the hospital, just because this first hospital, you don't need the full space. Also, we're going to try to be efficient. So like we're going to put a break room in. We don't want that off in the corner so that our people have to walk a long ways. Okay, so click on the items, our reception desk, and then we can use the Z and X keys to spin it around. I think it's going to, I don't know if it's going to make us put it in a particular spot. So we'll go ahead and let's see. I think we'll put our general practitioners over there. So we'll stick this. We can move it later if we don't like it. But we'll stick it about right there. That's not too bad. Okay, great. We'll need an assistant to run reception. Let's hire one now. Click on the hire button, select assistants to view job applicants. So we'll click down here. We'll click on assistants. And you kind of have a choice. Now, in later versions, you can actually train your staff. In this one, we can't. So we want to try to find somebody who is a good fit. These customer service for assistants are really good. They are more expensive, though. We got one customer service here. What else do they have? Speed and efficiency. They make people happy. And their stamina, so they might be worth it. We'll click on them. The other thing that we'll look at over here is each one is going to have different stats. Some are positive, some are negative, some don't have any impact at all. Like we'll work for peanuts. That means they will work cheaper. Unhygienic, I don't think it has a huge impact. Let's see if we can find one. I don't know if any of these early ones will have anything. It makes people feel sick. That might not be a good thing to have as our receptionists. Let's see, is there anything... quick learner, 50% speed. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the expensive one. We're going to try to run with probably 1 to 2 assistants. So we'll go ahead and hire them. And we'll drop them in here. All right. So now it's going to basically start the game for us. Before we officially open, we need a general practitioner's office. Patients will visit doctor working as a general practitioner at each stage of diagnosis. Oh, hold on. We'll listen to the dude, the radio.
To all our vigilant listeners. So open your eyes and your ears and get ready to find out what's really going on. But first, here are some people playing musical instruments.
There we go. So those are actually kind of funny sometimes. So patients will visit a doctor working as a general practitioner at each stage of diagnosis. The GP will assess patients, decide if they're ready to treatment, or if they require further diagnosis. Let's build a GP office now. To build a room, click on the rooms and pick one from the list. With the room selected, drag out the floor plan of the appropriate size, then place the required items in the room. Now, I don't think... Yeah, I've got a template, but we can't use that yet because it has items I haven't unlocked on this playthrough. We'll talk about templates in a moment. So we're just going to go ahead and pick the standard one. And let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. Let's start it here. We're going to drag it out to be 3 by 3, which is big enough. And then it's going to walk us through. These are the required items that have to be in the room. We're going to keep those nice and basic. I try to put my... So the patient's going to come in the door and sit down. So I'm going to try to put that as close as I can. We'll stick the cabinet over here in the corner because the doctor will occasionally interact with it. And we want it to be close to the doctor's chair. So we'll stick that there. And that's all is required. Now, we can put more things in there. So there's a prestige level. There's, other things, comforts and stuff. But for now, we're just going to stick with the basics and get that up and running. All right, so there we have our general practitioner's office. Now we're probably going to have to hire a doctor. Let's hire one now. So same thing here. Find ourselves a doctor. Now, there is a stat for general practitioner. We're probably going to want to pick one of those up. But for right now, reduced rate. We have a decision here. This increases the diagnosis skills by 10%. So that's a buff that the doctor gets. And since our general practitioner is going to do diagnosis, I think we'll go ahead and grab them. So we'll grab him. Let's check this though. Hygienic. That seems decent. Gets angry when they need to go to the toilet and makes people bored. So we probably will stay away from that guy. If I was debating between the two, sometimes that would be something I would hit on. So wants more breaks. That can be an issue as well. So, all right, Samantha, you're in. And we'll just drop her right in there. All right, we are open. It took us a month to get our hospital up and running. Might have been able to get through it a little bit quicker. Our hospital is now open for business. Patients are starting to arrive. After they register at reception, they will be sent to the GP for diagnosis. We are going to go ahead and set ourselves some policies here. This first playthrough, these are going to pop up. I'm probably going to skip most of them. We are looking for policy. So I like to crank this up, required. So this is how much diagnosis is required. Something else you can do when you get farther in is if they go to the general practitioner, then they need to go somewhere else to another room for more diagnosis. If that percentage, let's say we have this set to, whatever, like 72. If that percentage is hits 72, they'll go straight to treatment. If it's not, they'll go back to the general practitioner. I think if you leave that checked off, they always go back to the general practitioner. We'll play around with that a little bit. Let's see, diagnosis threshold for treatment. Yeah, let's crank that up and see if I don't think that'll cause a problem early on. I think our doctor's going to do pretty well here. Okay, so we got some more tutorial here. Rotating and zooming. So we'll do a little bit of zooming. We'll do a little bit of rotating. We'll do a little bit of pitching. There we go. Knocked that out. All right, so we are now at the diagnose the patient stage. So we're just kind of waiting. Somebody hopefully will show up here. Maybe off the bus. There we are. There's our first patient. So you'll notice that his diagnosis is required. He's got a happiness, a health. One of the things that you will notice is this is definitely a stat-driven game, right? So if we come back in here, we can go to people. And again, I'm going to skip most of those. We've got our staff, our doctors, nurses, assistants, janitors, the people that we've hired. This is how much that we are paying them, how happy they are with it, what their skill sets are. This is the jobs that they're allowed to do. So different people will have different jobs. Now, right now, we don't really have a bunch of stuff, but that will actually expand later. We can look at all of our patients. So right now we've got the one just checking in there. We can sort by different things and different things like that. This tracks all the illnesses that you have done so far. You can take out loans if you're running short on money. You can set prices for different things. In this overview tab, there is all kinds of stuff. There are the hospitals you're competing with. There are yearly awards. You got staff information, patient information, the policies we looked at, and a log of everything that's happened. So a lot of data on the back end. But you can keep track of this stuff, right? Like if we want to see our profit and loss. Right now it's dropped because we haven't treated a single patient and we've spent money on the rooms. So it keeps track of that. How much cash, profit, how much we've actually spent, what our hospital's worth. All that kind of stuff is in here. So it's actually a relatively, while simple, but deep simulation of that. So, our physical assets have gone up because we've added to our hospital. Our cash balance is going down. Our hospital value went down a little bit. I'm not sure why. Expenses are way up. Revenue hasn't really kicked in. So that's all the things that are going on. Then on the individual staff or patients, we can track all kinds of stuff. So this is kind of where we try to figure out how things are happening. So for instance, are they happy? How much energy do they have? Do they need to use the toilet? Are they hungry? Are they thirsty? What's their hygiene like? How much are they happy with the attractiveness of the hospital? Are they comfortable as far as is it too cold or too hot? And they'll all have these different things, right? They'll also have stats like how many people they've treated and all that kind of stuff, and a log of their stuff. And this is true also for the patients. If we pop over here, patients also have a mood. Now, once the patient goes through the system and are out, you don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff. I don't think any of them come back, or it doesn't keep track of that. Okay, let's go ahead and let this roll. It doesn't seem to... Are we still in slow mode or normal speed? Let's go back to normal speed. There we go. Get things moving a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to watch her go through the process, right? So she has what she's going to do next. So now she's gone to our general practitioner. And then in the tutorial here, this is most likely, we have nothing to treat. We can't treat anybody. So she's being diagnosed and she needs a pharmacy. So we've diagnosed our first patient. The GP has sent you a message. Have a look at the message list at the bottom right. Looks like we need to build a pharmacy to treat the patient. Now, in more advanced play, if you had something, you can make a choice here. Let's go ahead and pause. So you'll notice here that our patient has a couple of things that are going on now. The days is a little weird. So if we look at our... Oops, I lost her. Come back. There we go. I believe this is how long they will wait. So it's one of those things that we definitely want to keep track of. The other thing is we just got this message. She has been diagnosed with gout. Gout is frequently transmitted in bathrooms and modern medical facilities. All of the illnesses are completely goofy and fake. So the patient is seeking treatment. We need a pharmacy in order to treat them. Cost $7,600 to build. Would you like to do? So I can get the patient to wait, or I can send the patient home. If I'm like, you know what, I don't have the finances to build that, we're not going to do it. We're going to get our patient to wait, and now we've got some construction to do. This will also be a 3x3 room. So now you'll notice in our group here, we've got... Now we can build them bigger. Also, once you build the room, we'll build this one relatively straightforward. Let's add a fire extinguisher because that thing can catch on fire. And we're not going to worry about anything else. So that's the only thing that's required. Now, if I finish this and it's been built, I can come back to this room and I can add items to it. I can take items out of it. A little tip. You can, if you are looking at a particular room, like if I'm just in this view and I go to items, I've got my generic items over here. So this is things I can add pretty much anywhere. Then you have to unlock certain machines. If you, let's see, let's go to this one here. Now, if I want to, if I click on items here, because I've selected this room, you'll notice that new items show up. These items are only allowed in this room, right? So I can't put a filing cabinet. Oh, maybe it will let me put a filing cabinet in there. But certain rooms have certain limitations. Yeah, so the filing cabinet is allowed in there. But you'll notice like the drug mixer. Let's take this back out. It won't let me put it in here. Not only just because of the size, but it says invalid for the room. Okay, let's go ahead and put that back in there. Also, if I want to, I can click this and I can click edit and go back into this mode, right? And if I want to add to the room, make it bigger later on, because I need a bigger room, I can do that. And let's see if I remember I think it's control. I'll take that back away. Now, when you do that, if there are people in the room, it'll kick them out. So there. Now, the other thing that I did is I added a fire extinguisher. Equipment can catch on fire as it gets used, and so we don't want to blow that kind of stuff up as well. Okay, another thing that I normally do, much like I did, is as I'm in construction mode, I'll often pause so that I'm not, waiting, or I'm not messing up my flows and stuff. But now that we're back, we're going to get this going again. Now, while that's happening, we can do some other things. So I think we will go ahead and... Oh, we need to hire a nurse here. So we'll give him a place to sit so he's more comfortable. Or she. I think it's a she. Belinda. Because, there are awards and stuff you can get. Also, if we look at our diagnosis and different things like that, this will all kick up. Okay, so we need a nurse. Does it tell us that? Hire a nurse. There we go. So we've been through this before, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now, nurses also have a set of skills. This one is a pharmacy skill. This means treatment just in the pharmacy is better. She also has a diagnosis skill. So if I want a nurse that can do different things, like later on we're going to pick up a room that's advanced diagnosis, that could be good to have. But let's go ahead and check. Quick learner, that doesn't really matter because we can't train in this hospital, but that could be good. Expensive and stupid, but don't think we're going to go with Lily. Reginald, you're in. So let's hire Reginald. And again, I'm going to plop him directly in here. He might work elsewhere, but that's something that you can check later. Okay, one other thing we're going to look at is if we want to, you can spend some time customizing. If we want our doctor to look like a zombie, we can do zombie doctors, maybe for a Halloween. We've got some Sonic stuff. There was a big Sonic push at some time. So if we want to dress our doctors up like Sonic, I think this stuff here is coming out of 2 Point Campus. Since I pre-ordered, I got some free things there. But as you get farther along, there's these K values. So we've got 10 right now. You can unlock different looks. So if you have a doctor or a nurse that just works in a particular area, you can start to do that so it makes them easier to find. We're going to change our doctor back to default there. Same thing for our nurse. The nurse is going to have a set of uniforms that you can put on them as well. For me, I'm not going to worry too much about those. What I'm looking for is this Gold Star Award. So we want to get to 200K. I don't know what they're called. K bucks or something like that. Because this is going to make it easy to get our prestige up in our hospital. So we'll talk about that when we can do it. Okay. So where are we at? We've got a nurse. We got our doctor. I think we have met the requirements of the objectives. So let's go ahead and see how this plays out. So now we can see that our estimated chance of a cure is 100 because our doctor or our staff skill and our room are providing enough of the illness difficulty is easy. Our staff skill is high. We can add stuff to our room later on that can raise that, and we might have to do that if we start failing. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's let this one roll. So let's keep an eye on our patient. So now our patient is going to come into the pharmacy and then get treated here. You can tell the skill he has because look at how he really did that handle. Do you have the same glasses? I might have the same glasses. And if we watch her stats, congratulations, you have been treated. Yay! We have treated our first patient. Okay, so while that was going on, we got another patient. We'll take a look at that in a moment. We've cured our first patient. We've earned some money, and the hospital's reputation has improved, which will attract more patients. When a doctor or nurse treats a patient, their ability will influence the chance of success. Some illnesses are tougher than others. Continue diagnosing and treating patients to keep the money coming in so we can expand our hospital. So now we're going to kind of get into a maintenance-y mode of just getting this up and running before it's going to eventually ping us of like, hey, you need a new thing. You need a new room or something like that. Yay! All right, let's go ahead and pause here real quick. I'm going to guess. Estimated chance to cure. What does this person have? Okay, so we're still in the grout. We also got a letter. Hospital reputation increases with each patient successfully cured, but decreases when the treatment fails, especially if the patient dies. They can also become ghosts. A higher reputation attracts more patients and better staff for hire. Okay, that's great. So we've got our cured patient. We've got another patient coming in. We've got a patient in here. And so now it becomes a little bit of switching between macro and micro management of the hospital. So let's go ahead and let this thing start ripping. And we'll just kind of keep an eye on things as they move forward. Okay, so next tutorial element. Now that we have some expensive machinery, we should think about looking after it. Machines will deteriorate with use and will need repairing from time to time. If a machine fails into disrepair, it can be a fire hazard. Fires are generally considered bad for business. Hire a janitor to maintain machines while you're at it. Make sure we've got some fire extinguishers nearby. Better safe than sorry. Okay, I'm going to let this run in the background while we're doing this. Let's look at janitors. That is a upgrade. I don't think we can upgrade in this particular hospital. So I think we'll go ahead. Let's look at their stats. Slow learner, that doesn't really matter. Greenfish likes to water plants. Inspiring class clown. Some good stuff there. Oh, we're going to grab Rosie here. I don't like this short temper. Hygienic becomes nasty when unhappy. I think we're going to roll the dice because I think she'll stay happy, and she can capture ghosts. So we're going to go ahead and hire her. So ghost capturing is if a patient dies, there's a chance they can become a ghost, and if they become a ghost, they'll haunt the hospital, and that's not good for business either. Okay. Also, I put these relatively close together so that our flow is kind of here to here to here. So far, the staff's not wandering off. So they'll sometimes wander off into the corner when they go on break. But for right now, we're going to keep running. I did hire the janitor, didn't I?
Medical waste does not belong in the corridors.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Now, the other thing that I like to do is once these slots fill up, you won't get more doctors. So I like to keep this cleaned out, especially ones I know I'm not going to hire. This treatment doctor for us could be really good, so we're going to try to keep him in the system. I'm not going to worry about Herbie here, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them so that a new applicant will show up. Not going to worry about that. What do we got for nurses? A treatment nurse and a pharmacy nurse. We'll keep that one in reserve. I don't see anything exciting with those assistants. We might hire a second assistant, but for the most part, 1 or 2 janitors, 1 or 2 assistants will probably work stuff out. All right, so there's our janitor. Again, we can do the same thing. We can check out if we want our janitor to look a particular way. I'm going to give him the campus jacket. Nah. Sonic the janitor. We'll stick with default. All right, we got another letter. All right, so staff promotion. This is kind of good. So this is our doctor. They gained a training slot. Again, won't matter in this playthrough, but some diagnosis skill, some treatment skill. This makes them better at their job. We're going to go ahead and promote them. So there's our doctor, just got promoted. So if we look at their stats, you'll see this treatment skill and diagnosis skill. This is kind of their ability, right? Okay, revenue 16,000, expenses 7,000. We're doing all right. He's playing with a magic wand. Now, eventually they're going to get tired, and we'll have to deal with that here. Oh, I have to place a second fire extinguisher. We don't really need a second one, but we'll throw one in here. There's nothing to catch fire in there, but that's okay. Meets the objective. So, I'm thinking at this point, we've probably just been doing grouts, but we'll check here in a second. Keep your staff and patients happy and ensure the hospital runs smoothly. Patients get bored, thirsty, hungry over time. Make sure they have access to entertainment, food, drinks, comfy seat. When they're between appointments, if anyone happy, they will leave and go to another hospital. Okay. So, we've already put our 2 benches down, so that was kind of nice. Leaflet stand, a drinks machine, and a snack machine. We'll take care of that in a second. What does this say? Okay, this is just telling us about some item controls, placing items, canceling items, picking things up. That's all part of the user interface. So don't think we can add any new rooms, so that's fine. Items, we can't add some things though. So the leaflet stand, you can just scroll through here. When this gets bigger, you can do a couple of things. One, if you know what the pictures are, you can just go into that view. Can make it a little bit easier. And you can also search for things. So we'll go ahead and put the leaflet stand right here next to reception. There we go. And we need a drinks machine. Right now, we're just going to stick these here in the back. I'm going to move them later. That was the drinks machine. This should be the snacks machine. There we go. And the other thing I want to check here is let's go to our... Oh, sorry, my alarm's going off. There we go. Yeah, we'll talk about visualization modes here in a second. State-of-the-art goggles. These high-tech spectacles use advanced optical sensors to prevent privacy invasions algorithm to analyze the state of people. We'll go through that. Okay. One thing we do want to check here, though, is our illnesses. So, yeah, we've just been treating the one thing. So that's not a big deal. Let's talk about the visualization modes, though. That's over here. You can actually have an attractiveness. You've got the health of your patients. You got their happiness. You've got staff happiness. The temperature. Thirst. I think that one's hunger. Yep, should be hunger. Staff energy. Hygiene. Toilet. Boredom. And maintenance. So here you'll see, this machine is lower in maintenance than these are. So that's one of the things that you have to kind of keep track of. Now, the janitor will automatically work on the machine, so it's not something we have to do. But if you want to send them to it, you can actually micromanage that as well. So we're not going to worry about that right now.
Looks like the healthcare branch of the
All right, so while they're doing their stuff, let's look around here.
Is in trouble again.
So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. We should probably go ahead and put a garbage bin down. All right, staff get tired as they work, eventually go on staff break. A staff room will help them relax and return to work energized. Drinks and snacks help keep them happy too. If you're making a room larger and fill it with interesting items, being considered more prestigious, people with high prestige rooms will become happier. A nice staff room will also help staff regain energy faster. Okay, so let's get this thing built. I think it's going to allow us to do that. Okay, we got a new illness. Let's talk about that one in a second. So, staff room. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my staff room actually pretty big. Because I want to block off this part of the hospital. I don't want people on breaks and stuff wandering way over here. Let's see, we can center our door there. We'll go ahead and put in a couch there, a couch there, and I think that's all you technically need. So let's play around with prestige in this one, though. So prestige level, like I said, it makes people happier. So we want to crank that up. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to give them their own drink machine and snack machine. That way they're happy in there. I don't think we need fire extinguishers in here. We might. We'll put a garbage in there. We'll put a fire extinguisher there just in case we need it. Don't think anything in here will catch fire. Okay, I think there's some more. Yeah, let's put some chairs in. Do we want to make? We might want to make this bigger. Let's put a chair there. Put a chair there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to try to stack some of our prestige. So I think these increase prestige, those increase comfort. So we're going to go ahead and throw some lockers in here. We'll put 3 on each side. So we're up to level 3. Ugh, did we not get things centered? Maybe I didn't put that one. Yeah, it looks about as far. Maybe we'll only do 5 lockers. Let's do this. Can we move that over there? And then we can probably get our locker in there, I bet. There we go. Can we get another one in? Nope. All right. For symmetry, we're going to do that. And we'll make it so they can chat with each other. There we go. Okay, so our room prestige now is level 3. So kind of a hacky thing that you can do is if you want to get your room prestige up, let's just throw a plant in. Plants will also help with attractiveness. There we go. And I think a little bit of prestige. Nope, just attractiveness. So you can look for things that will raise prestige. So we've got a photo here for 100. We got a tree. These Sonic things are actually pretty good because they're relatively cheap. Sonic flower. This knight armor and wizardry, I think that is from the 2 Point campus pre-purchase. Okay, we can't afford it yet. This is where this gold star award is going to come in. We need to get to 200 before we can do that. So we're going to use, I'm thinking some Sonic posters. They're only 50. And let's see what they will do. So if we watch our prestige go up, it went up a little bit. Let's check the Jasmine Odyssey. How much does that go up? I think that, let's see, that's, whoa, got a little click happy there. Where'd my poster go? Okay, so if I'm looking at the poster good drops me to just on one side of the P. This drops me just on the other side of the P. I think these might be better, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of our Sonic poster. We're going to grab these guys. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to stack these in here as tight as we can get them. And all we're doing now is just raising the prestige of our room. There's level 4. Now, is it the most attractive thing in the world? No. But as you unlock more things, if you want to swap some of this stuff out, you could. There we go. Let's see. We'll stick some here on the end. Put 3 down there. Oh, we might have capped out. I don't see our prestige changing. Oh, no, it's still changing. Okay. There, and there. All right, just for some form of... There we go. So prestige 5 is as high as we can get. So what we've done is we've just kind of filled our room up with a whole bunch of prestige items in order to kind of stack that. We're going to go ahead and finish this room. Now, it makes it more expensive, you know, so if you don't have the funds, you might not want to do that. We're going to save this room. But now what we're going to do is we're going to look at some things here. A couple of things that we're going to look for is the attractiveness. So these kind of things can also increase the attractiveness. So if we look at this room here and we do the same thing, you know, we come down here, we find this, we stick it on the wall in here. You're going to notice that it has an influence effect, right? Also things like the plant, you know, this plant here, you know, if I stick a plant in my room, if it will allow me, you're going to see that it also, you know, has an increase as well. So you start playing around with these things that might not raise prestige, but some of them will raise attractiveness. And again, if you look at the stats of our people, you know, they pay attention to things like that, right? Their hunger, their thirst, hospital attractiveness here, it has an influence. And if they get buffs, they can actually do better. Now, I often won't do that until, you know, my hospital's up and running, especially if you're tight on money. You know, if you're tight on money, this might not be the best thing to do. So for our doctor here, let's go ahead and throw a couple plants in. We'll do the same thing here. Throw a plant in there. And I do like symmetry in my rooms, so we'll throw a plant there. Did those line up? I think so. There we go. And we want people to be nice and around here, so we'll throw that in. We'll move our leaflet thing over there and throw another plant in. There we go. So we got some attractiveness going on in our hospital. All right, let's get things rolling again.
If the administrator can hear me, I'd like a raise.
Okay, so that's our staff room. They'll go there when they're on a break. You can do that manually. You can, if you click on them, you can send them on break, you know, if their energy is too low or something like that. Okay, drinks and snacks are great for keeping people happy, but they can lead to littering if there are no bins nearby. While we're at it, staff and patients will get grumpy if they don't have access to any toilets. You might want to invest in some quality porcelain. Janitors will help maintain all of these, restocking vending machines, sweeping up litter, emptying bins, and unblocking toilets. Alright, what's it want us to do? Build toilets. Place 2 bins we've already done. This is our thing for we got a new illness. So same thing. I'm going to go ahead and kill that. Right now, the way we've got this lined up, let's go ahead and build a bathroom back here. I think 2 by 3 is all the bigger these have to be. So, oops. There we go. Let's see. We'll center the door. Now, we've got our normal toilet here. I can afford the golden toilet. So the golden toilet, I think you can get many ways now, but it was a reward for signing up for one of their things. Oh, sorry, missed your comment. Do I play Minecraft? I have played Minecraft. I don't play it a ton anymore. Used to play on Hypixel. Played a lot of Hypixel Warlords back in the day. But yeah, I enjoy Minecraft for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this golden toilet. Now, the golden toilet is the same as the other toilet, but it does have some buffs to it. So let's go ahead and we'll spend our 40 that we've earned. And now we've got the golden toilet. Now, it has some attractiveness. And if you go up to like the wikis and read through that, there's a lot of things that this does. One of the things is when your normal toilet gets low, like its maintenance or its hygiene or whatever, it can have a negative effect on people. The golden toilet counters that, so it tends to be nicer. It's more expensive, $2,000 as opposed to $500, but that's okay. All right, let's see. How do we want to put this? Let's put a toilet there. I'm not sure we can wedge 3 toilets in here, or is it the window? It's probably the door. 2 toilets will probably be fine. Then we're going to go ahead and we want hygiene to be good. So we're going to put a sink in. Can we put the sink on that side? I believe we can. And we'll throw a hand dryer in here. Please work on this side. If not, we might have to remodel our bathroom. Yep, let's remodel this bathroom a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me go ahead and get out of that. Let's go ahead and make it a little bigger. Oops. There we go. Oh, that took them away. Let's see. Add 2 rooms. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and we'll slide our toilet. Can we do it this way? Oh, maybe a little bit of a... let's try that. Slide this over here. We'll go back to golden toilet there. I think this might work. Okay, let's remove this one. Remove that. Because I don't think we need 2 sinks and 2 hand dryers. So if we stack our golden toilets here at the end, and then take those away, put our door here, get rid of you, and we can put a sink in. We can put a hand dryer in. So there are golden versions of those. I don't think they have any impact on anything. So I'm gonna put a hand dryer there. Let's get a garbage can in here if we can. Nope. I don't think it's gonna let me. I can move the door a little bit. Will that get it in there? There we go. So something I like to do if I can, if the door opens this way. Actually, this one won't matter because I think you can just go in and out. But like, let's say here, like the door is going to open and swing. I like to try to put the trash cans so that the janitor doesn't have to like walk all the way into the room. They can just walk in and walk out. So just a little thing I like to do. I think that's going to get us a functioning bathroom. Yeah, so this one doesn't have a door. Okay, so back to Minecraft. So yeah, I have played a lot of Minecraft. Definitely fun. If you like building in Minecraft, these kind of games can be fun as well. Okay, so here's the next thing. So this means that the general practitioners are having trouble diagnosing things, so we need a secondary diagnosis thing. So general diagnosis unlocked. We're going to let the simulation keep running. And I think we can do this as a 3x3. As you expand your hospital with more rooms and staff, the hospital level increases. The larger hospital attracts more patients. As the hospital gets busier, queues may start to get long. We need to build more GP's offices and other rooms and hire more staff to deal with the extra patients. Look out for the queue warnings above the rooms. You can also hover over a room to highlight people queuing for that room. Okay, same thing here. We'll put a door in. I think these are the only two things we need. I can't remember which side. Let's try it like that. I can't remember which side the patient gets on. We might rearrange that one later. Okay, and then because we have been doing it, let's put a garbage can in. We'll put a fire extinguisher in. We'll put a couple plants in to make it look pretty. There we go. And we'll upgrade these rooms later as we get farther in. Now we're probably going to have to hire a nurse. So we're going to have a staffing issue here, right? Where this one now needs a nurse. If we look at our people, staff, nurses, you'll see that I can now assign them to different things. So let's go ahead. This one's a treatment. This one is a diagnosis, right? So our current nurse, if we look at our current nurse, they have both, so they can float back and forth. So we're in pretty good shape for right now. But let's see what we've got here. Nurses. We've got another good nurse here with both diagnosis and treatment, but not pharmaceutical. Just pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical and treatment. That one's pretty good. Let's see. Works for peanuts. I liking Dolly there. Gives us some flexibility. Let's see what we got with Chris here. Happiest, average 10 points. Okay, nothing major there. Embarrassed by who they are. Not sure about that. I'm thinking Dolly. Let's go ahead and pick up Dolly. So we're going to hire Dolly. And right now, we're just going to keep them floating between the two. Eventually, what you often will do is you'll start to specialize them. When we get to the ward, I think there it is, ward unlocked. I think we'll do that as well. So new, new disease here. I believe this one is harder to diagnose. So let's take a look at that. Do you have it? No, you're waiting. Got clamp. Okay, so now if we start to look at our patients here, right? They had clamp, difficulty of 10, so there was a 96% chance to treat that. If we look at misery guts, we only have a 79% chance to treat that. So this is a harder thing. So failures can start to happen, which hurts our reputation. So let's go ahead and look at our staff here. So if we look at our two nurses, we could say, okay, they're good in the pharmacy, plus they have another 10% for treatment. So we're going to say we want them locked to the pharmacy. So I'm not going to allow them to work in those two places. And then Reginald, he's been doing great pharmacy work, but he also has this diagnostic skill. And this is a diagnosis room. So we're going to tell him just to work there. We don't have a ward yet, so we're not going to worry about that yet. So now we've got them specializing. And we're going to bring this person in here because that plus 10% treatment skill, if we look at the misery guts, the staff skill will make a difference. So who is in there right now? I think it's Reginald, if I remember right. Yep, so that's Reginald. Where is our other nurse? Our other nurse is here. Nope, that's a cured person. Let's see, where are you, Dolly? There's Dolly. So Dolly's stats, she has a treatment of 70%, where Reginald has only a 60%. Now, they'll automatically sort themselves out, but we're going to go ahead and throw Reginald over there. We're going to grab Dolly, put her to work here. And I'm not sure how quick this will update. Yeah, our chance of cure went to 94, right? So let's do this just as a test. We'll throw him out there. Throw Reginald back in here. So now it's 79%, right? So just by paying attention to your staff skills and different things like that, you can make a difference, you know, so if you get them placed in the right spots. Sometimes you might not have that choice. We got pretty lucky. That's a pretty strong candidate. Now, later on, you can train in what you want them to train on and really specialize them in. Okay, let's see. Anything else we want to do at this point? We're okay there. We're okay there. Can't upgrade or, yeah, that's for an expansion there. I think we're in pretty good shape. I am going to go ahead and check and clean out my, what do we got here? Okay, so this is intriguing. We've got 2 different general practitioners in there. That's pretty good. The treatment's not going to make any difference, so this won't help in this room at all. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. Don't think we're going to need that one quite yet. All right, we've got a good... Oh, they've got 2 as well, so I think we're going to stick with that. Okay, I think we're in good shape there. Let's see. It doesn't want us to build a ward yet. It hasn't asked us to yet, so... I'm not sure if I want to build it out yet or not. Let's just keep things going. It'll ask us to here, I think, eventually. All right, there's a particular new illness in town, lightheadedness. We're going to need some expensive new equipment to deal with this. Continue expanding the hospital to unlock the treatment room. We may also need another GP's office and some more staff to keep on top of things. So now we're kind of getting into just the maintenance of our hospital, right? Like, you know, if we click on this, if I can find a room that has a queue length of 1... No queue length. We're still small enough that it's not a problem. Here you can kind of see there. There's the queue length. You saw the 1 and the 2 there. A 1 there. 1 there. We're in pretty good shape so far. Not sure our janitor has a whole lot to do. Okay, so build 2 GP's offices, hire 2 doctors. So let's start working on that. Now, something you can do, if you like a room, you can come here and just copy it. You can also save them as templates. So I'm just going to copy that version. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it straight across from there. No, let's do this. I'm going to just stick it right there for right now. Let's pause real quick. We're going to grab this room and we are going to edit. And we're going to start making our stuff over here, our treatment side. So we'll go treatment there. We will put just put that down there. We're going to put this one. Slide it over here. Then we're going to put this one in the middle of the 2. And then we will put this one. Okay, so our general flow here now is we've got 2 GP's offices. If somebody needs more diagnosis, they'll send them here. So those will both go to there. So that's kind of my general flow. Then if they need treatment, they'll come over here to the treatment side. Pharmacy gets used a lot, so I do think we're going to go ahead and slide that up there, because then they'll flow over to there. Okay. What else is the one? Hire 2 doctors. So let's see what we got for doctors. We've got another really good GP doctor there. Does he have any bad things? Slow learner doesn't matter on this stage, so we'll drop him in there. Okay, I think we're back to rolling here. So you notice how they all got knocked out of their rooms? That's just one of those things that when you edit a room, it resets it. So everybody's going to have to refine their rooms. If you want to, you could drag people in and stuff like that. But
Staff are reminded that this isn't a laughing matter.
all right, we're doing pretty good here, I think. All right, I wasn't watching. That seemed to be relatively efficient. Bed face. Okay, here's our ward. So this is often how the game brings in, okay, you got a disease. You don't have the room to actually deal with that. So we're going to build ourselves a ward. Let's see. Oops. Why is it not dragging? All right, well, let's just kill that. Start over. Okay, let's see. How big do we want our word to be? Probably start it with... let's just go all the way up here, because that'll block off some of our hospital. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll put a door in. We need a receptionist for our ward. We'll put that straight across there. And we need... Which way do the beds work better? I think that way. I thought we could get... I thought I could get more beds in, but we'll go with 4 for right now. Probably don't need 2 of those, but that's all right. Yeah, we could do that. I don't know that we need 6 beds, but... Okay, so the ward is an interesting room in that it's diagnosis and treatment. So let's go ahead and save this version. I don't like it. I think I need to make it a little bit bigger. We might end up actually squeezing it back here. I think that's how I maybe built it before. That way we can get more beds across, but we're okay right now. Now, if you want to, and you have a big enough hospital, you can actually make a ward only diagnosis or only treatment. So if you have a bottleneck, you can also put more than one nurse in here. So if your ward gets really busy, you can start adding multiple nurses. But from that standpoint, let's go ahead and let's get a little bit of hiring done here. Okay, we've got one ward nurse with some really good treatment. She's expensive. She doesn't have any negative aspects, so we might grab her. She's expensive. Afraid of the dark. I don't think that is a big issue. So if she has this one, 20% diagnosis, 20% treatment in the wards, then she'll have these 10% for treatment. If you can find one that has like 2 or 3 of those wards, they can get really, really good. So, but I think Melissa will become our major ward nurse. So let's go ahead and hire her. And while we're looking at this, let's make sure I don't see anything. Ooh, Naomi Lips. Once bowled a 73. Yeah, okay. And it's a good all-around doctor. We'll keep him in our list. Assistants. We'll keep this one as a backup in case we need a second one. It likes to argue. Not sure I like that. Clean that one out. So this is a good one. 30% maintenance skill and 30% maintenance skill. So let's go ahead and do this. Where are we at? June. I think I'm going to try to hold on. Hopefully that one will stay. It's a good hire. There's yearly awards. I don't want to switch janitors in the first year. So, okay, let's go ahead and let this roll. Okay, for diagnosis, also treat a range of illnesses. A nurse is required. Add multiple beds to a ward to deal with more than one patient at a time. Also adjust the number of nurses that work there. This is useful. You got a lot of patients. So now wherever our bed face person was, there he is. So that's bed face. Once our nurse finds her way in, I think we got somebody stuck. Let's take a look at this. Our doctor discovered a new illness, bogwarts, discussing condition of filthy toilets. It can be cured by expensive cocktail of drugs carefully. Okay, so that's a pharmacy thing. It'll probably eventually warn me, but Nurse Dolly here is stuck. She won't be able to get out. So when she tries to go to the room, it usually gives you a warning that they're stuck. We'll go ahead and just grab her and put her over here. Actually, isn't she the one we assigned to the ward? Let's double check that. Nurses. Yep, I don't want you working in those places. Okay, that'll put her in the ward, but we'll just throw her in there. All right, the 2-point health ministry is keen to recognize the achievements of every hospital in the country. If we need to build a hospital that satisfies the needs of the local area, the hospital will be awarded the official star rating. This will be great for the organization. Not only does the star rating come to associates rewards, but it also allows us to establish new hospitals around the country. Continue to expand the hospital to acquire the 1-star rating. All right, I think we're getting pretty close to the end of the tutorial part. The challenges, the organization are as good as we can do. These kind of take items. Okay, so that's our money here. So they're called kudosh. Objectives and challenges and stuff like that. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Okay, so something that's happening here is we have a doctor, and I think that is our assistant. So right now, our reception desk has nobody working in it, and that will start a queue. Depends on how long they're on break. We might just ride this out. Let's see what they say. On break for 12 days. I think we're going to be okay. Let's just ride that out and see what happens. Is there anything else? I think there's one more room we need to build. The deluxe clinic. This one can be 3x3. We'll go ahead and build it 4x4. This one's actually pretty funny for some of the things that it puts in. There we go. And then again, we'll drop a fire extinguisher in just in case things go horribly wrong. We'll put our bin in. And we'll make it nice and green with some plants. Oh, we didn't put any plants in our ward. Let's go ahead and plant up our ward. Oh, that'll make it nice. Let's see. Can we put one on this side too. All right, let's check our attractiveness. Okay, so while we're at it, let's go ahead and we're just going to attractiveness up the hospital here a little bit. Let's see, let's put that one in line with that one. Yeah, that won't block the door. There, not too bad. We'll go with that for now. Maybe these should be a little bit closer together. Oh, I just don't think it's registering because that's a brand new room. Okay. Yeah, that one should be fine. Okay, we don't really have a doctor to work in that yet, but we do want to go ahead and check our doctors here. That's a treatment thing, so I don't want either one of those using it right now. Something else you can do, we're going to need it here in a second because he has the disease that this room needs. But you can come in here and actually close a room. So if you're not going to use a room, you can shut it down so it's not actually used. But I think we're going to need another doctor. All right. He's a decent treatment doctor. I don't think we're going to be able to hold 17 days. Let's wait for the new applicant, see if he's any better. Because I think that one needs a doctor. Yeah, it needs a doctor. Okay. Our assistant's not going to check him in anyway. So we're going to get a bit of a queue that's going to work up here. That's okay.
Nurse to the pharmacy.
We're waiting for our assistant here to get off break. Threw some stuff away. That was nice of him. 8 days, 7 days. We're going to ride this one out because I don't want to hire another assistant. 5 days. 4 days. Come on, 4 days. Our queue's not too bad. If it gets above 6, the game will start complaining at you. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and, since we might be having some people in the queue, go ahead and give them some places to sit. So we'll drop a couple chairs there. Put some over here by our ward. Oh, I guess just one. We can move our plant later. Don't really need any outside the break room, I don't think. Probably should go ahead and put a couple over here. There we go. Okay, so they're back. They're checking people in now. We are going to have to hire a doctor at some point. They're still in check-in mode. They're diagnosed. So, estimated chance of cure, diagnosis certainty. All right, so we don't have a doctor for our room. Have we got a second doctor? We might just have to hire Dave here. What do we have for staff? All right, I'm not sure what's happening.
You're listening to Harrison Wolf.
Oh, that's just... These are the like commercials.
To Parfait recently. I was impressed by how experimental the acts were until I realized it was facing the wrong way and just looking at the tent wall.
Alright, so that's a treatment doctor. I don't like where we're at. I've got a treatment doctor. I want him to be my main GP. But for right now, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to let him work over there. Even though it's not ideal. Because I want to wait out and see if I get a better doctor. If not, we'll probably have to pull this doctor in. So.
Doctor required in Deluxe Clinic.
Oh, we got our first death. Died of bogwarts. So what was... That was a 91% chance of success. That should have been pretty decent. Staff skill was good. So, yeah, we just got a bad luck there. Let's go ahead and manually stick him over here, though, just to force him to do some work. Okay, so a couple of things might happen here. They're going to die if you see this thing. Now, you can get failures that don't kill them, but that one's going to kill them. So something we might want to do, I don't think we have enough Kudish or whatever their money is to do this. Let's find the medicine cabinet. Is it available yet? Should be. Maybe I need to be in a room. Let's go to items. And now we'll try it. Yep, there's the medicine cabinet. 400. Okay, it's going to be a little bit until we get to that. So the nice part about these is if you look at them, they actually increase the diagnosis power or the treatment power. So if you stack, like, let's say 10 of those into the room, you can actually increase your chances of success. So that 91 would have become a 101, and we would have been able to do that. But we're going to do something here. Let's go ahead and we're going to quick save. We're going to go back to our map. I don't think we've done enough work here for this to work, but we're going to come out here to our career. Yeah, so sometimes you'll find stuff here like cure 100 patients, I think there's one to like water 100 plants. Yeah, water 100 plants, stuff like that. You can get those K dollars from this, but we haven't really qualified for anything out here yet. So I guess we're just going to have to take the death. All right, we'll jump back into our hospital. All right, let's let this one roll and find out. The nice part is we have a janitor that can actually deal with the ghost if we get a ghost. So, and let's see what he does. And yeah, die right in the front of the reception. Good place to die. Okay, I don't think they became a ghost, so we're okay there. Sad news, first patient death. If they're waiting too long and their health deteriorates, that wasn't a problem. I don't think he's going to haunt us, so we're okay there. So like a ghost will start scaring the patients and stuff away. That was unfortunate. There's an award for no patient deaths that you can normally get in the first year. We just got a little bit of a bad luck there. So, all right, let's check one day. So now we've got this doctor doing the GP work, even though they're not the best GP. We've got our GP doctor working over here because they had a better treatment. What was his chance? Yeah, 91. So staff skill's pretty good. Oh, that's not any better. Okay, well, this doctor, outside of... he's got a good mix. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and hire him. Throw him in here. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to say, okay, for doctors, we want you only doing GP work. We'll let you do both because you can do either or. Samantha... she's got good diagnosis, so, you know, even though these are 15, this is a 10, she's another good GP. So we'll work them as GPs. We'll probably just run it like that for now. But later on, he can be a good floater. So like when the GP goes on break, he could float back and forth. Especially if we get a different doctor. All right, so now they're going to be rearranging themselves here a little bit. And then we could probably start thinking about some entertainment if we want to do that for our patrons here. What do our nurses look like? Got one, and one. Ward doesn't look to be overly crowded. We're probably going to have to pick up another ward nurse here pretty soon. What do we got for nurses? Ooh, that one's tempting. Let's see. Robin Dynamite. Hygienic energy. Nasty. Not sure about that. Semi-professional juggler. Alright, I'm going to leave her there. But I'm not real impressed with that nastiness. Alright. Get rid of that one. Another nasty one. Not sure what the deal is there. Alright, we're never going to use that person. Now, a doctor like that I just cleared, if you have a training room in your hospital, they can be good. They're a blank slate, and you can train them up to be whatever you want. And those can be really nice. In this mode, we'll never get a training room in this hospital.
Two people would share workflow before they'd share love.
Ooh.
People that work together.
Charming. Like an Ursula there.
Special, and that's rare. And it's special, and it's really very rare.
Don't need Ernie.
The Roderick Cushing Classic. People that work together. Streaming now on Bungle Pictures. 24 hours a day.
Magical healing hands. Alright, I think we're going to need a second ward nurse, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up Angela with her magical healing hands. We're going to go ahead and change over our ward here, if I can click on it. And we'll allow two nurses to work in there. There we go. All right, so now we just kind of keep an eye on our hospital. As long as our queue links aren't getting too high, we're pretty good on hiring. We just hit October. We spent more than we made that last month, but we built a lot of rooms. So we've cured 20 patients in total. Each cure boosts our reputation. That's good. Okay, so at this point, we can start looking at things like finances. So if we jump over here, we can see that, we had a good month. When you build a lot of rooms, things will drop down. Definitely had a revenue spike there. I'm not sure what happened there. Expenses are okay. What about staff? That's fine. Staff seem happy. Energy's not bad. They're not overly upset about that. Patience. Not much change there. Reputation's looking good. That was we had some bad luck right there. Like, we were running really, really good, and then all of a sudden we had that death. One fatality is out of 21 treatments. That one fatality killed us there. So overall, that's relatively good. So our things are looking relatively good here. Don't see anything that worries me. Now we're running. A lot of times I'll put down 2 assistants, but I'm trying to win the award for best assistant, and that's by how many people they served, how many customers. The janitor, same way. How many things did they do? So if you have more than one, you can't win the award. So, your hospital has been awarded a 1-star rating. That's one out of the possible 3 by the 2 Point Health Ministry. I have reviewed your file from the bin to celebrate, or retrieved your file from the bin to celebrate. Continue to develop your enterprise in hog sport for further esteem and trinkets. If you believe you're capable of more, alternatively run before you can walk and begin to expand your organization by opening a new hospital in Lower Bullocks. The choice, as I say, is yours. So this is good. We got 100 of our cash here. We got some money. Opened up a hospital, opened up an item for us. So now we can keep playing, and we're going to keep going and pushing for this. Really, at this point, it's about just cleaning up your efficiency, making sure your hospital is running well, and then making those updates and upgrades. I hear somebody fixing a machine. That's good. Now, if we want to go to our map, we can come back out here.
And if you happen to be in Lower Bullocks this morning, watch out for the gathering of druids down at Grot Ben's Ring. In a total coincidence, the town will also pay host to a psychology convention today. Should all work out nicely.
Okay, so we've opened up this new hospital. If we wanted to start on that, we can. I'm going to stick with this one tonight because I do want to get it to 3 stars. But the same thing happens. You go into this one, you're in your first star, it opens up another hospital, and you just kind of keep working your way around the map. I can't remember which parts of these are expansions and which aren't. There's a bunch of different expansions. So, but let's check this, see if we've met any objectives. I don't think so. Nope. So we're going to go ahead and go back in and keep working our hospital. So 25 patients, 200,000. We should be able to get through that relatively easily now. Now that things are kind of flowing and happening. Now, I don't know if it's going to let me do this. Let's look. So here's my 10% pharmacy. It has medicine cabinets in it, but you'll notice they're not there because we don't have those unlocked yet. So they're ones that I've already, in my last playthrough, I was messing around with. So we'll see if we can get those working. We're at 140.
My therapist says I need to relax more. Find a hobby.
So now we just kind of keep looking for things. See, now here.
I'll keep you posted on how my search goes. Anything's better than my last hobby. Collecting traffic cones.
So Bogwarts is a rough one on us. Our diagnosis is good. we've got a nurse in here. Oh, why do we have a ward nurse in there? Okay, we don't want that. So let's clean that up a little bit. Staff, nurses. So this is where you can get yourself, you know, if you're not keeping an eye on things. So what was that diagnosis at? 68%. So treatment, diagnosis, ward. All right. We don't want you in there. That's going to give us some problems. We've got... Yeah, we want Dolly in there. Where's Dolly? Where are you at, Dolly? Is Dolly on a break? She is. Her energy looks good. She's on call. So let's put her back to work. Where was she? Dolly. Are you hiding? There she is. So let's put Nurse Dolly in here. Not sure if I can pull her out. She might actively be helping that patient. Yeah, it won't let me. Okay, so now that we made that change, we'll see if this changes. So let's go ahead and start this back up. So Angela here should go back to the ward once this patient's done. Thank you, Angela. Back to the ward with you. And was that our person? Nope, they're going to the ward. Is it this guy? The Bogwarts, yeah. So see, so look at this now. So I was at 68%. And now that we've got Dolly back in there where she is strong, right? Where she's got this pharmacy and this treatment. So that's 20-30% there. It kicked that up to 95. And so really, this is kind of the micromanagement aspect of things, is that if you don't get your things aligned right, your failure chances are going to go up. So trying to maximize that as much as you can, you know, so like here, 88%, 8,800, not diagnosed, 88. So we're doing all right. Let's double check our doctors. We're good there. We don't have anything else our assistants can do or our janitors can do, so we're okay there. Let's go ahead and start this back up. Let's check on a couple of things. Maintenance-wise, got some plants to water. Oh, I think we're going to see that one grow. There we go. That probably needs to be worked on, so we'll send them over to work on that. And then we'll say we'll do that one, do that one. We definitely need to do in there. Do that one. There we go. We'll get a nice cue for our janitor here. If you get somebody with what they call the green thumb, they'll water the plants just on the side for something to do.
Rock festival taking place next month.
I think our janitor's lazy.
Manager's optimism. The most callers we've ever had in a day was
Alright, I should keep them busy.
2 of them were wrong number.
Alright. Oh. Okay, so that was a failure. But it doesn't look like they're going to die. Failed bed face. 88% chance. It's not bad, but... Alright. Something else we're going to do here then is... Oh, let's see. Staff promotion. Yep. We're going to go ahead and give our people something to do. So let's see. What's this one? Hospital attractiveness. Here's some entertainment. So let's give them an arcade thing to play. I'll put that one back there. That should be fun. Put this one behind the... Those are horribly placed, but that's alright. And what do we got here? Periscope arcade. Let's see. Let's put something towards the front. Not sure where it will fit. I don't want to wedge it in there. Yeah, we'll put it over here by the break room. Okay, I thought we sent our janitor to work on that. Oh, okay, there we go. Our junior janitor.
Doctor's GP's office.
We might be getting rid of that janitor. Next year, I don't think that janitor is going to stick with us. All right, let's see what we got. Anybody we want to pull in? Nope, nope. Oh, those are upgrades. And we lost our other one, so. All right, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Nothing really good in assistance. Yeah, nothing really good there either. Clean that out. Okay. We'll let those kind of repopulate. Enhance upgrading skills, yeah. Upgrades are nice. When you get farther in, like a machine can actually be upgraded, which also increases the chances of success. In this, entry-level hospital, that doesn't work. So, not a set of skills we need. Close to award season. All right. So there's two ways you can do this. We'll do it the long way the first time. You can click open all, and it'll just show you everything. But they do have little individual envelopes. Let's see if we win anything. So Samantha Badger, we got a Doctor of the Year award. See if we get a nurse. Yay, Reginald, our first hire. Congratulations, Reginald. These are harder to get. I'm not sure if we're going to get these or not. Yep, we didn't win that one. There's probably a way, like if you just, I don't know, put 50 plants in or stacked up a bunch of bins or something to keep them busy, you might be able to get that one. Yeah, we didn't get that one. And we only worked one assistant, so I just don't think we have enough people coming through our hospital on that one. Yay, we're the Employer of the Year, though. No deaths, we're not going to get this one. We had that one death that kind of hosed us on that one. And I doubt we get this one the first year, especially with our death. Yeah, I didn't think we'd get that one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got half the awards. Usually you can get that one. So those 5. And then this one you can actually get by the time you get 3 stars. So, okay. All right, so if we're going to do some hiring changes, let's do it now. Okay, I don't see anything that I want there. We had the chance to pick up that one janitor who had the repair and make things repair quicker. But I don't think it's going to make any difference. So, okay, we're going to clean those out. Don't need another assistant. Our one assistant's doing great. We've got a treatment, another good floater doctor, nurse, but not a lot of help there. Another good floater there. We'll leave them in the queue just in case we need them. But let's see. I think our assistant here, thirsty, needs to use the toilet. Energy is down. All right, let's manually send them on a break. So there, you can actually fire people and bring stuff in. The other thing we're going to do is, I think we're doing pretty good on finances. Let's check our finances here. Let's go month to month. So our profit loss is all over the map. Expenses. Let's see. Cash, profit factor. We're doing okay. So here's what we're going to do. I think you can get buffs if you make your staff happy. So let's see. Let's switch this over to the year. Morale's pretty good. That's not going to complain too much about that. Our average energy is doing pretty well. You know, obviously we only have one of these people, so that's just going to be whatever they're at. So here, pay satisfaction is sitting right at 50%. That is something we can improve, and I can't remember if it gives us a buff or not, but we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. So let's go in here to staff. We're going to go to pay. We're going to pull up our entire staff group. So you see this little face, right? We're going to go ahead and just start giving our staff a raise until we get to the first kind of green face there. Okay, so that one converted over. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to do this one at a time until they're all a little bit happier. So it's going to cost us more, but ooh, this one really needed some money. But the nice part is we're kind of at the point in this hospital where outside of, we'll do some stuff to, you know, make it maybe prettier and get the prestige up as soon as I unlock that stuff. But really, we're not going to be building a lot of new rooms outside of just maybe hiring some new people. We won't have a lot of new expenses either, so I think we're going to be okay. So annual wages, expenses, 12-month profit. Okay, I think we're in okay. Sometimes there's a little graph that pops up here. I'm not sure why it didn't. Maybe because I don't have this playing. I don't know. All right, let's open that back up and see if it changes it. Yeah, I don't see it. So, all right, let's double check this. Got our doctor set up the way we want. We got our nurses set up the way we want. Assistants and janitors are just doing assistants and janitors thing. All right, we're in pretty good shape there. So now we're just kind of in a grind mode. Cure 25 patients and earn 20,000. Okay, we're going to get a queue here. We're going to keep an eye on that. If we need to hire a second assistant, we might. Let's see. If you're very thirsty, you get something to drink. Okay, so you saw him just take a drink. So there, the thirst went up. Hungry. There's a snack machine there. Go eat at the snack machine. Oh, throw your cup away. Good job. All right. Nope. Nope. Snack machine. Come on. Oh, or smell the plant. That seemed logical. Let's see. Does it say where's their... Okay, they're only on a break for 4 more days, so hopefully they eat something. Maybe they're just on a diet. So you gotta kind of manage, you know, we've got a queue forming up here, right? So we've got a queue of 3. But I think our assistant's gonna come back here in a second. Okay, so there we go. So we've got a good pay. So it increases our happiness by 20%, right? Hospital attractiveness. You saw that change as they walked up to the double plant. So that definitely helped. They didn't eat, but that's okay. And then she cleared the queue, right? So we're in pretty good shape right now. I don't think any of our rooms have a really deep queue. Let's see. Queue length of 2. Our doctor might be on break for that room. Let's double check who is our doctor that... where are you, Dave? Oh, I think Dave just showed up. He might have been on a break.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
All right, what do we got? Okay, so these are interesting. They're like little bonus things where it's going to send you a bunch of patients. They skip the diagnosis. They just go straight to whatever room. So in this case, the ward. It looks like we're going to have to cure 5. I think we have the capacity to do that. Let's take a look here. We've got... Both of our nurses are in there. We've got 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 empty beds. That person's probably going to take a bed, so that's 4. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. So we're going to say yes to that. So we get money, but we also get the K dollars and some reputation. So we're going to say yes to that. Okay, our doctor discovered a new illness, head crabbedness. Sufferer's head has been seized by a rare form of parasitic crustacean. Fortunately, a treatment is available that wrenches the creature from the victim, leaving their head healthy and uninfested. We'll send them to the Deluxe Clinic. So you're going to see, those kind of things. Is lightheadedness in here? Probably somewhere. Loans. Wards. Yeah, I don't see it. If we go over to illnesses. But it's kind of, the different things that you've picked up. So we'll watch some of those take place here. So let's get our hospital rolling here. So here we go. So lightheadedness, right? It's got a light bulb for a head. This machine's kind of funky. So it unscrews the head, which I think is hilarious, and recycles the light bulb. Then it kind of 3D scans what your head should look like, and it gets a new head. Thankfully, didn't screw it back on. So there's the crab one. 95%. That's pretty decent. Where are they at? Yeah, they have an appointment, but they must just be in the queue. So that one's kind of funny. Okay, so the guys with the little... these are the emergency people, right? So we're going to start running them in. So the first thing they have to do is they have to go into the curtain and they change into their gowns. Then they have to go to a bed, and one of our 2 nurses has to check them in. I think that nurse is wanting to go on a break. That's not ideal, but I think we'll be able to still pull this off. We'll keep an eye on it. Angelina might have to go back to work if we can't pull this off with one nurse. So up here, we've got 90 days to pull this off. So we'll see. We'll see what can happen here. How's your energy, Angelina? All right. We're sending you back. I know it's not ideal. We'll let you have a break after the emergency, because we want to get them through. So see, this person here is waiting. They're waiting for the nurse to come over. Got a little bit of a bottleneck there. You might want to clean that up a little bit. So they're diagnosing and checking on them, treating them.
I don't know. No one knows.
And that's looking good. The other thing that you can do is you can check your rooms. Like this room has made us 117,000. How's this one done? 56,000. What's the ward done? They haven't been running as long. 77,000, pretty decent. These don't make you a lot of money because it's only like $500 for the things. But they've processed a lot of patients, 48 and only 15 for this one. I could make the argument, and actually if you wanted to, once we met the requirement here, we could probably, let's do this just to test it. Once this first patient's done, we could probably close one of these GP offices. We just don't have enough people coming through that we need to. That was more part of the tutorial. All right, let's get that fixed here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and we're going to take this one and we're going to close it. But now that's going to change our staffing needs. So let's take a look at that. Oh, I heard a failure. Where was it? Was that one? No death though. Okay, so what we can do now is we're going to turn... Is it Samantha? She's good at diagnosis, but not treatment.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
We'll keep her there. Geez, I like him working that. I was trying to turn one of these guys into a floater. Dave could be a good floater. He's less effective. Like, so this is our best GP, but also has treatment. He has treatment and GP. The diagnosis is, so he's 25% diagnosis where he's going to be 30. So we'll make him a floater. So now you could do it manually, but what this will do is, oh, diagnosis. Yeah, GP. No, we don't want him as a floater over there. Yeah, I don't really have a good floater. Like, if he was better at treatment, it could make him a treatment guy. Yeah, we're going to keep it as is right now. Our nurses look okay. Alright, any long queues? Got 2 on that one. Don't see anything there.
Yeah, alright.
Just a shampoo. It'll clean your hair, but it won't change your life.
So we got a queue of 3 on this GP office. We're going to keep track of that. Because we did close the other one. Maybe we do need both of them. We'll keep an eye on that though. Now the other thing that we can do that I don't have it set right now. Let's watch this one. Okay, they're going straight to the ward. So who's next here?
Maintenance announcement.
You're next.
It will become full.
He's going to the bathroom. So there's a chance that, okay, if we watch this guy, that they need more diagnosis. He's pretty good. Who do we have in here? Or Samantha's pretty good. So I send him straight to the ward. How is our ward doing? Oh, I think we made it. Yeah, we got 4 out of 5. Well done. You've cured enough for this group. This has helped your reputation. So, cool. But there is a setting that we can change here. If we go here to our policies. In that, if we want to fast track the decisions, they don't have to return to the GP's office. So what that means is they go to the GP's office. The GP can't diagnose them. Right? Let's see if we can see this happen. Our GPs are pretty good, so I think we're going to be okay. But if they can't diagnose them, then they're going to send them over here. Okay, so this one's happening, right? So couldn't diagnose that person. So now they're getting an appointment over here in our diagnosis room. And then that doctor went on break.
Doctor needed in GP's office.
So now our nurse comes in here. And they're going to come in here and finish the diagnosis. Because we have our diagnosis set to 100%. Now, if that was set at 90, the doctor would have said, okay, I think we're close enough. I don't want failure, so I usually set that pretty high. Not sure if it makes a huge difference. So there's the rest of the diagnosis. They got bed face. Now, bed face would be the ward. But because we don't have that fast track set, they're going to go back here and get back in line. So we've got a queue forming up here, right? This person doesn't necessarily need to be in line because at 100% diagnosis, it's probably safe to send them over to the ward. So if we come in here and set that policy, now that person won't go back to here.
To entertain and to bring some small measure of sophistication to your
Not sure where they went though.
Should any of you have any requests for popular tunes, as I believe
Let's find them. Let's find them. Let's see.
To repress that impulse.
Diagnosis required. Diagnosis required.
Any of that drivel.
Bogwarts. Cured. What is... Okay, so I think this person... so this person has the... Have they been diagnosed at 100%? I believe so. All right, but there's our bed face. That's the one. The other thing I want to check here, and it could just be a money thing, is I don't think on re-diagnosis they actually make any money off of it. We shall see. We'll see when Nigella Champion comes back in there. But yeah, I think the second GP offices might be needed. We're bouncing right up against our queue here, 6. But I want to check this out. So part of the fun of these lower level hospitals is you can try out some of these things, right? You can see, do I want to make this setting? So after this lightheadedness guy who's in our GP office right now, we'll get Nigella in there. Ooh. Okay, so I did make money off that. So there's the trade-off, right? Like when Nigella comes back in, where are you, Nigella? Is that you? Yep. So go to your appointment. Oh, you must have to wait to that guy. So you're giving up, I think, the $500 because when they revisit, I think he's going to charge them $500. On the flip side, you get them over to the big treatment. The big treatments are like $7,000, and you can fast track people through quicker. And arguably, you could hire one less doctor. So let's see what happens here with Nigella. See if the little money pops up, because he's not going to get any more diagnosis, so that'll be 0%. Yeah, so I think it was 500. So you give up a little bit of money by fast tracking him, but you free up your doctor to get more people coming through. All right, so that was a fun little experiment. So what do we need? Hospital to level 6. Now, this is where things get a little bit more difficult. So I think we're going to make some ugly rooms here, because I think you get hospital levels by having prestige. So we're going to prestige up some of our rooms here because we've got the money. We were down that last month, but we've got 225,000. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do what we did to the staff room. We're going to come down here. And we're just going to make some ugly rooms. Now what we can do is we can click in here so we can kind of see our prestige. And you can see that prestige jumping up as we just kind of put in all of these things. Does this one do attractiveness? Yeah, it does attractiveness as well, so that's kind of nice. Makes for a pretty room. Let's get some stuff on this wall. Try to at least space them out a little bit. We'll start in the middle.
The health inspector is coming. Please try to look healthy.
Alright, we're at 4. Yeah, I think we're running out of wall space. Yeah, we got that one to prestige level 4. We'll go with that for right now. Let's see. So now what we're doing is we're just we're working the mechanics. Trying to make sure that we can maximize what our rooms are doing. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to squeeze another one in there. We might want to move those closer to the door. Nope, doesn't matter. I didn't know if we'd be able to wedge that one into the corner. Alright, we're at level 4. Can't squeeze any more in there. I don't know if we can get this one to level 5 or not. I hear a failure. That's a death. So much for our death award. Let's see if a ghost comes up. Okay, so we got a ghost. So thankfully, we actually do have a janitor. So let's get our janitor, who believes he's on break. You're no longer on break. We're going to pick him up. All right, drop him over here. Because you're going to see that people will go running away from the ghost, but got him sucked up.
fine dining establishment, Le Souffle Triste.
Okay.
And what a delight for the experienced palate this is.
So how far did we get on this
Scrambled
one?
emu eggs on pickled
Got close,
fish
but
are particularly good.
not quite.
I give it 4 salt shakers.
Let's keep cranking here. This one we can probably get up to the Prestige 5 just because it's a bigger room. Alright, what's this say? Cure 7 patients with lightheadedness. Yeah, I think we should be able to do that. That'll take this room and work it hard, but that's alright. Alright, put one in the middle. Alright, so you saw the queue jump up there. I think there we go, Prestige 5 in that room. Let's start here. So this is where you have to decide, do you want to keep your rooms looking realistic, or do you want to kind of work the mechanics, right? Right now we're just working the mechanics. Because if we can get our rooms to Prestige 5, I think it gives there we go, that one's a 5. I think it gives your people a boost. Let's check our doctor here. Happy cured a patient. Inspires other people. Don't see anything in there. Outstanding room. Attractive environment. Cured a patient. So plus 30% to their happiness, plus 25% to happiness comes from those bonuses that we're doing, right? Looks like looks like the health inspector was happy with us. Now, I think we are going to have to grab another janitor. Our janitor's not keeping up with our plants. So let's see what we got available here. We'll dump you. We do have one maintenance janitor here. That could help with doing things, but he does like to argue. I don't think that has a huge impact on anything. Yeah, I don't know on that one. Ooh, we got a 3 customer service assistant we could pick up. Let's see. If I see like a ward nurse with 2 or 3 of these, I might pick them up. Got a second great GP doctor there. Really good treatment doctor. How does they do compared to Dr. Dave here? Or sorry, treatment to Dirk here might be. Oh, they're nasty. I'm not gonna take in a nasty doctor. All right, I don't see anybody that's really making me want to hire them. Where's our janitor at though? What are they doing? Might be on break. They're on break. There's our janitor. Okay, they look pretty full of energy, which means they probably just came off break. So hopefully they'll start watering the plants. Okay, there was stuff on the floor, so that's not a good sign. So let's get some more bins. When there's not enough bins, you'll start to see them throw garbage on the floor. So we'll put a couple of those in. Put one up here. And then let's check something here. Let's make sure that I haven't messed up something on our janitor. Yeah, they should be watering plants. Okay, yeah, the plants are kicking back up. I think they were just on break and just had fallen behind, so. Alright, we're going to run with that. Let's see how this room's looking. Our queue is 4.
Janitor needed to repair Deluxe.
52 days out of 90. We got 4, 3. I think we're about where we need to be.
2-point radio. Our reporter on the field, Sally Fig Blanket, has just returned with her camera crew from another field trip. As to what she was reporting on, I cannot say. Nobody tells me anything.
Now you have to keep in mind when we are doing things like these emergencies, all of our other patients are also going to get in this queue line. So you have to be able to deal with that. I think we're going to be okay. Oh, that's not a good sign. We wore out our machine, so that's going to make it close. We've gotten through 5. Assuming the machine gets fixed in time. I got 22 days to fix a machine and cure 2 more patients. One's in line, so that's that person. The other thing that we can do here, let's do this real quick. It'd be like, okay. Oh, are we just down to 1 now? Yeah, we're just down to 1. And yep, that should be that person. Okay, we'll be all right. We're going to get that one done. So that 15 days. So the one thing that's a little bit weird is the time, right? Like, you know, this person's been standing here for 4 days now. It's just part of the mechanics, so. All right, how's our queue here? So by changing our don't return, we've kind of solved our queue issue here, and actually we're keeping that one closed, so that's actually pretty good. What did we get here? 7 out of 7. Got 15 of the K cash, 15 rep, 20,000. That's pretty good. Now, if you really want to earn those, you could always put a second room in. Not sure if it'd be worth it, but we're still making money. Our staff still seems to be happy. Let's check our staff. How are they with pay? Okay, so they got really excited when we gave them a raise, and then we've lost some of that. But we went from 50 to 56. Inflation, I guess. Morale's looking good. How are our finances? Yeah, we're doing quite well, actually. So let's go ahead and let's go to staff, pay, all. Yeah, so we've lost that thing that we had going, right? I'm not sure why it's not working. Normally, you get like these little bar graphs down here that show you where all your staff's at. And I'm not sure why it's not showing up here. All right, that got most of our people up. Let's push up to green. We're really gonna. All right, there we go.
Your toilet at home with chocolate spongy cake balls.
We're doing quite well,
Made with the most
and so we're gonna share the wealth here a little bit.
Science could find for the person about town.
Oh, I missed the chance of failure there. Don't see a ghost, so I think we're okay. Okay, so our staff should be happy. Our hospital is running. So really what we need here now is we could just start expanding our rooms. I don't have enough K cash. Let's go ahead and wait for the end of the year, and then we might just have to artificially start expanding some stuff to make the hospital more prestigious. I guess we could prestige up our our bathroom. We haven't done that yet. That'll be our goal for the beginning of next year. So could add some more plants, I guess, but don't want to push it too much. But it's about award season, so let's see what we win this year.
End of year approaching.
All right. This time we're going to go ahead and just do the quick version. So it looks like we got Doctor of the Year. We got Nurse of the Year. Oh, we got a Janitor of the Year this time. So we kept our janitor busy. I think, yeah, because we didn't get that the first time. Didn't get Assistant of the Year. We did pick up that one again. We picked up this one again. We failed at that one. And it looks like we got the Patient's Choice Award this time. So our hospital is functioning quite well. Our cure rate is the best. Our reputation is decent. Staff morale is really high. Our cures per year, we're just not pumping enough people through there. Our profits are decent, but that's hard to catch on our small hospital. Our finances looked really good that year. Let's see, how's our staff pay satisfaction? They're pretty happy. They should be. We just gave them all a huge raise. So that's all good. Patients. I think this is... Yeah, we're just not pumping enough people through. Our reputation is going up, so we should get more visitors. We failed twice and killed 3. That's not good. That's probably hurting our reputation a bit. What are we at here? 91%. Yeah. So we've probably taken a hit. The 3 deaths, that's hurt our reputation a bit. Could lower our prices. We might try that just to try to get more people flowing through. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to go to finances and prices. Oops, misclicked there. So let's see. Let's do a... We're going to do a 10% sale. And we'll see if that makes any difference. Because we're making plenty of money. So we're not too worried about our money. All right. Let's see. Other things that we could do. We could make our ward bigger. I mean, we could just make some of our rooms bigger and get the prestige up to 5. Put in a bigger bathroom. I think mostly we just need to push some more people through.
Diagnosis.
Jennifer Roadkill. She's doing great. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll just put that there. We're going to edit this. We'll put in a mega bathroom. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That'll be the center there. And then we will drop in a couple more golden toilets. Put a, let's see, let's keep that back over where we had it. Let's put dryers. We'll put dryer there. Put a sink. Hand dryer right in the middle.
To tip your doctor.
And then we are going to, so this has a prestige level of 3. Now here's what's kind of cool, is when you have rooms like this, you can still drop these things behind. so it doesn't make them look quite as ugly.
If ever you have found yourself at a loss as to the
Alright, that got us to 4.
language, you may enjoy my popular guide.
One thing you have to watch, if you watch here, that's in the ward,
No shortage of
and that's here. So you can get it on the wrong side of the wall if you're not careful.
As well, but I fear your underdeveloped vocal abilities would make this quite impossible.
Alright, where are we at? Prestige, prestige. Okay. We're going to run them down this. Let's put one in each corner. I like to be symmetrical. But then we're going to put them here, because these do also increase the attractiveness, and we want that to radiate out from the wall. So we'll put some there. Well, I don't think it'll let me put them behind the sinks, but you can put them over the windows. So we'll put 2 on that window. And I'm going to go ahead and put 2 more, even though I don't need them for the prestige. If we look at our attractiveness, these radiate out, right? And so they radiate the room. Okay. Not sure if that made any difference, but we got mega cool bathroom now. Now, something that I probably could have done earlier. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we can actually do this. Okay, so something that, if you want to be really, probably not going to make a big difference in this hospital, but for instance, if this is the staff room, you probably want to put it so the door is somewhere near all of the rooms, right? So like this is a longer walk than what maybe this would be. In this hospital, it's not going to make a big difference, so I'm not going to move it. But we're not going to worry too much about it. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and do some cleanup here. So now we're going to turn this wall. We'll turn this into our entertainment area. That door's in the way. Let's see, can we... Yeah, I don't want to bother sliding that over. Let's move this plant. Let's go ahead and move this over to there. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and move our ward. Nope, go back. That's what we want.
Please don't compare treatment prices online.
Alright.
I've only one word to say to
And then we're going to move our
trousers. People
pharmacy here.
They ought to be worn at all times.
We'll let that finish.
Protect against sunburn and knobby knee syndrome. Take heed, dear listeners.
Once we get the cure here, hopefully not a failure. Here we go. I'll put that back there. Okay, so that's opened up our hospital here a little bit. So put that one back there. What was the... Can periscope fit back here? Yeah, we'll put periscope back here. There we go. Actually, will this fit sideways in there? Oh, beautiful. And then I think we took the other one out, the dream catcher. So I'll put dream catcher. That looks good. All right, now we'll start to green thumb the place up a little bit. So let's go 1, 2, 3 from there. And let's move these out of the way for now. So let's put the bin. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's move this for a second. And then we want 1, 2, 3. That's not too bad. With 3 there and 3 there, it looks to be pretty good coverage. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab this. We'll do the same thing in this direction.
Patients are reminded that we hope to
1,
see you
2,
again.
3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3,
Maintenance announcement.
4.
Plants need water.
Yeah, that's not a bad grid system to get us good even coverage here. Might be a little bin heavy, but that's alright. Maybe we won't need the center ones. We could do that. Alright, you can go sit over there. And then we'll give you newsstand stuff to look at. Let's take the center one out here and we'll put it. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4th spot. 1, 2, 3 in the 4th spot.
Health Inspector,
Put
no
that one
arriving
back.
at the
Oop.
hospital.
That one goes over here. Where's our plant? There we go. Okay. Got kind of a corridor thing going there. Although is it centered? Let's see, we're centered there, so let's just get rid of that one for right now. Not sure that our receptionist is the most centered here, so we'll center them. Alright, they're centered on the door. Yeah.
This is Ricky Hawthorne, bringing talk, music, and news to the whole of 2 Point County. And if
Okay,
you're
so
listening to
now
us
let's
from the newly opened hospital, just
bring that
turn
one
up
over.
that volume, because nothing drowns out the sound of sick people like the voice of a world-class DJ. Coming up
Tighten
next,
these up a little
42
bit.
hours of music from the background band. Enjoy.
Okay. Not too bad. Bring this over by the ward. Still not happy with where that's at. Or our snack machines. Bring this over by the pharmacy. We'll put a set over here. Our janitor's going to be nice and busy now. Oh, I hear a failure. Another death. So that's in here. Can we get to him before he dies? What was his chance? 93%. Still not. I think it's just some bad luck. Alright, let's get ourselves. Get a drinks machine.
To repair drug mixer.
And a snack machine over there. Alright, benches. Don't think we can stack that one there. So we'll put them by the door. So that way it's nice and green when they come in. And then let's go ahead and stack ourselves up some leaflet brochure thingies. Where's a good spot? I was going to try to put them by the benches, but my benches are pretty tight. Probably stick one there. Can stick one over there. And then just move our bench. Oh, that's beautiful. Actually, no, we don't want to block that too much. We will add a bench over here, though. There we go. And we can stick a leaflet in the corner. Let's stick one in this corner as well. I was going to try to put one there, but I'm not sure. Let's put one behind the receptionist desk. There we go. And I'll put one up here. Okay, I think that's pretty much... Holy cow. Is that another death? We are killing them left and right. All right, well, we need the reputation, so we're going to take that one. Yeah, we'll promote you. The inspector, we were fine there. Yeah, we're not having a good run on patient deaths for sure. All right, we'll stick this right here in the middle. That makes it pretty. That's not a bad spot. Is that a ghost? I don't see a ghost. Okay, what do we got between these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will get a little bit tighter. Put one of those there. That's not too bad. We'll really plant it up here. There we go. Beautiful.
I've been humming that tune to myself all week, which is uncanny because I've never heard it before. Or have I? Oh well.
Okay. Let's see. Now we'll just kind of add some. Hospitals tend to do this. There we go. There's a couple benches for you. A couple benches in case you want to wait to play the arcade machines. Benches in case you have to wait for somebody who's in the bathroom. Don't need any by the staff. Don't think we need anybody by the checkout, but go ahead and stick one there. I think we can squeeze another one in here. Alright, leaflets are happening. Alright, I think we got plenty of coverage. That's not overused. We got a bit of a stack up there, but that's because we're doing that challenge thing. Alright, increase your hospital level by expanding, build more rooms, hire more or better qualified staff, or promote and train your existing staff. Well, we can't train. Could just hire people. Let's see what we got for. Oh, if you... A litterer. How is our janitor a litterer? Go away, go away. That's a pretty good assistant. Mentor. That's tempting. Alright, we might come back to that one. Let's see what we got for nurses. Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and stack up our wards. So, what do we got? Class clown tires easily.
Bins will become full.
That's okay. We'll probably grab her. Good bedside manner. Doubled up there. Treatment skills. Hygienic. She is a catch. Alright, welcome to the team, Emily. What was her problem? She gets tired easy, but we're going to overstaff our ward, so we'll grab her as well. Alright, we hit 2 stars. Your hospital has been awarded a 2-star rating by the 2-Point Health Ministry. If you proceed at your current pace, you will have achieved everything that you can in your founding establishment soon enough. I can sense your confidence inflating. Carefully you don't build yourself up for even greater fall. Yours fragrantly. Alright, we got a new machine. We'll definitely put that in here in a second. This will be easy. This will be easy. Actually, yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. I don't see anything. We've already got a hospital value. Since we've already upped our hospital, that'll be pretty straightforward. So, alright, we're going to go ahead. I was going to run till 9. We're going to go ahead and push till we hit that 3rd star. So we are going to add... We now have the salty snacks machine. So we're going to add that there. Yeah, might need to make our staff room bigger so they can have one too. Add that there. Yeah, let's do that.
Jasmine Odyssey is back with a #1 album. Salivation includes the hit singles On the 84th Floor,
Alright, we broke a lot of stuff there, so we're going to do this in a couple of stages. We're just going to accept that,
And when we're together,
sell all that
and
stuff.
no one else is there.
Alright, let's fix that.
Stream Jasmine Odyssey today on Bungle Music.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start out with our... We want to center. Let's center this. Which one's our drink machine?
Maintenance announcement.
Is it you? That's a snack. That's a drink. Okay. Snack machine there. Salty snack machine on the other side. And then we got drinks in the center. Let's locker it up here. Locker, locker, locker. Locker, locker. Add another locker here. Alright. And then that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's add another. That doesn't make any sense. I was going to try to stack them side by side, but it doesn't really make a love seat. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and just prestige it up then. So let's go ahead and grab our... Here we go. So we're going to start in the center. We'll go 5 in that direction. One, 2, 4, 5. Let's put a couple in the corner over here just to even out the attractiveness. There we go. Yep, nice and green there. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Special report. Well done. We cured enough for the patient group. This was helpful for our reputation. Yeah, 3 out of 5. We didn't do that well on that one. But we pulled it off. Okay, let's see. Got a lot of plants. Probably could use another plant back there. That's all right. We're really close. We need 5 more. And then we'll really prestige up our rooms and get to level 5. But we don't really need that. Oh, what did I do? Did I get rid of some stuff? What are you guys doing out here? Go back over there. I wonder if that's... Does that go down when the plants go down? I'm not sure. Or I might have taken some stuff out of here. That's right. We'll get that up. I'm not too worried about that. Might also be your...
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking.
Yeah, our money probably went down because I spent some money. So we'll get that one. I'm not too worried about that.
At the Rotting Hill Hospital are getting worse
Alright,
every day.
let's check some staff.
Patients are just as likely to die from sinkholes and crumbling ceilings as
Laura.
diseases. At least that'll keep the queues down.
We probably don't need it. Our diagnosis skills are really high. But I want Laura. So let's hire Laura. Let's see. What do we got here? Anything? Nope. Yeah, not seeing it there. Again, if we wanted to grab these high customer service,
Bins will become full.
they've only got 2, but they also last a long time, are happy, and do things quickly. This would make customer service higher. That's tempting. What do we have for janitors? Upgrades. Nothing's jumping out at me. So if we buy 2 janitors, if we had 2 janitors, if we were falling behind, it would be a good thing. But then you have less of a chance of winning that janitor of the year thing, because the 2 janitors are doing less work. Whereas if 1 janitor does everything, you have a better chance there. Okay. We did hire some people though, so let's go ahead and clean some stuff up here. So start with our doctors. He does have good treatment, so he could do both. But let's put him in there. What does he have? He has
Don't
treatment.
forget to tip your nurse.
So he'll be our backup there. They've got treatment. Samantha's a diagnostic person. She's our odd man out. So unfortunately, I think we're going to go ahead and let Samantha go. Now, when you fire somebody, it's really interesting. They give you this thing. They almost always have something at the end that tries to make you feel guilty for firing them. So she's been with us for 2 years and 9 months, 24 days. Processed 81 patients. She hasn't killed any. She made $39,000 for the hospital. Has been paid $64,000. I just tattooed this hospital on my back. Now, whenever someone sees it, they'll be reminded of what a failure I am. Yep, I'm sorry. You're just not needed. All right. We don't want you in there or there. We don't want you in there and there.
Plants need water.
So we've got good ward nurses there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to up this so that we can have 4 ward nurses in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we could go down to 3. That way one's kind of always rotating out on break. I think it'll happen naturally, so we're going to leave it at that. Okay, we've got only 1 working the pharmacy. We could use a better pharmacy nurse. Ward nurse. That's a strong ward nurse too. Strong. She's a little bit of a weak ward nurse. She could double up in the pharmacy. So we'll allow that. And Dolly. Yeah, Dolly has diagnosis. So we could let her do that as well. Yeah, these two down here, you could argue. Reginald's been with us since the beginning, but... Alright, assistants, no worries there. Janitors, no worries there. Pretty good shape. Now, those hirings have kind of killed our money flow here, so we need to slow down there a little bit. So we'll go ahead and let this run. Now, there's only kind of... I probably won't do it because we're trying to make these. Let's go ahead and... We're going to speed some stuff up here. Because basically now this thing is just running. What are they waiting for? Do I have a queue there? Yeah, not too bad. So really now we're just kind of waiting out the... What are we at? 586. We'll make sure that's going up and we're not losing money. Because if we're losing money, we're going to have to deal with that. But alright. Let's see if we won anything this year. I do like to go through them one by one just to see. Dr. Leroy. Good job, Dr. Leroy. Nurse of the Year. Hopefully we didn't fire our Nurse of the Year or our Doctor of the Year. Alright, Janitor. He's doing well. Come on, Assistant. You can do it. Yay! We got our first Assistant of the Year. Employer of the Year. We should grab that one. We keep killing people though. Yep. That one's usually not that bad to get. I've killed a lot of people in this playthrough. Oh, we nailed that one. And I'm thinking we'll get that one. No! Okay. Almost a sweep, but we're down 2. Alright, let's take a quick peek. Yeah, our finances aren't bad. So, our expenses, let's look at patients. Okay, we're up. We were floating around 10. And so we're up patients by lowering our prices. Our reputation's good. Outside of we have a bad spot every once in a while, we do all right there. Happiness is good. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape as far as patients go there. Let's go over. Let's take a look. Morale should be high. It's dipped a little bit. We're still in the 90s. Not too worried about that. I'll tell you, they're not happy when Gave them those huge raises, and now they're all complaining. Our rank went up there. Okay, I think we're just in mostly let this run mode, so. Might have too many doctors. Yeah. I think we are a little doctor heavy. No, we're down to 3. How's our GP office? Are we queuing them up? All right, let's go back to this. We've got the doctors to do it. Let's open this room back up. See if we can just start cramming people through faster. Now, the other thing I'll do it here, but I don't think I'm going to spend the money because we're trying to hit this. But here's what I would do. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it right now. Because I have a pharmacy. I could do it in here. Let's try to increase the effectiveness, because I think this is where we're killing a lot of our people. Does it say in here? Deluxe Clinic. Stats. Yeah, it doesn't say how many have died. But normally we would upgrade at this point, right? There's 2 things that we could hit on. We've got the medicine cabinets. I think you can put them in there. Maybe not. Let's check this room. Yeah, the medicine cabinet we could pick up, which would increase our success rates. Or the gold star award. Oh, we could have gotten that one a while ago. That increases our room prestige. Let's go ahead and get the medicine cabinets. So we're going to buy that. And then we're going to go ahead and get the hospital running here again. And let's see what we have to do to get this to work. All right, I think we're going to have to move some of our equipment. So let's slide.
Janitor, to repair drug
We're going to move that over here for right now. Slide that over. See if we can get this along the wall over here. Bring this over to here in case there's an emergency. Okay. And we'll move this. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to grab our medicine cabinet. No. There we go. Items. Items. Why is it not showing up? I'm pretty sure you can put it in there. Oh, maybe you can't put it in there. Yeah, there's the medicine cabinet. Alright, well, let's check it this way.
Maintenance announcement. Bins will become full.
Nope, it must not. It's not in about. Okay, I was thinking you could do it in there. I know you can do it in the pharmacy. I thought it was available in here, but evidently not. So, my mistake. What we're trying to do there is put those in so that we would increase our chances of success in there. But all right, well, we'll just keep that room ugly for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back into turbo mode here and wrap this one up. So what are we at? Yeah, so our profits are going up. Just need to quit spending money here. Let some patients run through. And I'm guessing about the time that we knock this one out, we'll knock this one out. And we'll hit our 3rd star, and then we'll call it. So, hey, Silly Gamer Chicken. How you doing? Are you a 2 Point Hospital player, and or are you looking forward to 2 Point Campus? I'm really only playing this because I want to get used to playing the 2 Point games again. So when 2 Point Campus comes out in a couple weeks, I'm good to go. Oh, we got a queue forming up here. Where is our assistant? Oh, she just got off break. Perfect timing. Good old Jennifer Roadkill.
What a smashing day for a bit of gardening. I mean, who doesn't?
Why did I
like
put that
gardening?
plant there? That's
Digging
ugly.
up a bit of soil, sticking your hands in a bit of manure. Oh, I can almost smell it now.
We'll recycle that one.
Wait, the sewage pipes burst again. No, my mistake. Anyway, keep those fingers green.
Alright, that'll be easy. Alright, I think we knocked out the Cure 7. Yep, 7 out of 7. Nice job. So for the most part now, our hospital is running like a well-oiled machine. We do need to game it up here a little bit though. Where is my... Let's put our Sonic rug over here. Since this is like our gaming area. There we go. 300 we didn't need to spend, but now we got a Sonic the Hedgehog rug. Actually, we need one of those over here too. There we go. Beautiful. Another death. So what was the... he died too quick. I couldn't look at him. Alright, we got a ghost. So there you can see, I'm going to slow this down a little bit. You can see that the people run away from him. Where's our janitor? There's our janitor. Come over here and deal with this. They dustbuster him up. Alright, our values jumped way back up again. So we're good there. Just need 26,000 here. And we will make it to a 3-star hospital. So the way the game kind of flows in, so this hospital now, outside of just if you want to let it run to grind out money, there are some achievements for that and some career progression things. Really, the game's designed to move you on to your next challenge, right? So that's kind of where we're at. And the nice part is as you go up to the new hospitals, it adds new diseases and new rooms, and that makes the hospitals bigger. So each one becomes a different challenge of just kind of the micromanagement, getting everything kind of down and stuff like that. If I were going to redo this hospital, I don't think I like that I have half my stuff here, half my stuff here. I'd probably bring my my break room kind of maybe here in the center. Not sure. This is pretty efficient. It's not too terribly bad. I could maybe pull this back out here if I wanted to. But for the most part, this is pretty decent. Yeah, we lost some money that month, but we're making plenty. 2,000 left. This is about it. There it is. But the nice part about doing that as well is notice this. This is the money used to unlock items and stuff like that. So, it's worth it to go ahead and go up there. So not only do we get this, but we also got a new item that we unlock. So congratulations. Your hospital has been awarded a 3-star rating by the 2 Point Health Ministry. I hope for your sake that you remember how you were able to concoct such a model institution, because the county will expect you to repeat the feat ad infinitum. May this free you of gumption and fill you with nerves. Yours fragrantly, Tarquin Foxbridge, Health Minister. Okay, so at this point, if we wanted to, we could add that new item that we just got. Where is it at? Here we go. The news stand. The news agent is interesting. It's it is a staffable thing, so your assistants will work it. I think you sell stuff in it. I'm not sure. What does it say? Reduces boredom, increases happiness. So that is something you could do on this hospital. But really, this hospital is pretty much done. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick save. We're going to jump out to the map. So we got our 3 stars here. So now the next challenge will be this hospital. We are going to check our career, though, because if you look here, we do have something that we've done. So cure 100 patients. That's good for 100. Earn 1 million. That's good for 100. So now you can see we're at 440 here. Earn 1,000. We're getting pretty close to that. That'll give us another 120. Repair 100 machines. We knocked that one out. Water 100 plants. We knocked that one out. So now you can see that we're going to have some cash to do some unlocking, right? So the last hack that I normally do, let's jump back in the hospital here real quick. Still can't eat gravy though. We'll pause this one. One of my favorite things to buy, and we'll do it on this room here, is our friend the Gold Star Award. So what I normally do is I'm just gonna nope, not that. We're gonna go to rooms, templates. So this is how I set up a GP's office. So if you look at this room, it's got Gold Star Awards. There should be some stuck on the back. If you see along the back of those things, there's 3, 4, 5 there. There's 5 on this side. We've got 2 next to the door. We've got 2 there. But this is a prestige level 5 GP's office. And also it gives you a plus 10% diagnostic because each of the medicine cabinets are worth 1%. I've got 10 of them crammed in here. Right? Let's go ahead and go out of that one. The other one that I have, and I just built these like this week, is here is my... I want to clean this one up a little bit. But this is a 10% bonus pharmacy. I don't think I Gold Star Award this one up, so I'd have to check its prestige. But that's that as well. So what I would normally do is at this point, I would probably take down all of these because those Gold Star Awards raise your prestige a lot. You can, if you just stick those into the rooms, you'll have level 5 prestige rooms all around your hospital. So that'd probably be the last thing I would do to this hospital. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. So let's go back to the map here. So that is the first hospital in 2 Point Hospital. Again, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to play some 2 Point Hospital just to kind of shake the rust loose on this style of gaming. And then we're going to try to play some 2 Point Campus when that comes out. So if you watched, thanks for watching. If you have any tips or tricks in how you play the game or things that you build or styles, go ahead and throw them down in the comments below. I'd love to share that information. And I'll share anybody that shares comments into the next stream. We'll take a look at what you guys came up with as well. I think in the next stream, we'll go ahead and try to fire up the Lower Bullocks Hospital and see what that one's about. But beyond that, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And as always, go watch, play, or create something great. We'll see you guys later.